Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving and disaster battle playing as England in medieval 2 Total War, where we're defending the city of Jerusalem against the Mongol invasion. They're sending 2 armies against us. They're using a night battle, so they've probably disabled some of their reinforcements, but we're outpowered 6-1 because we're mostly using a militia force, and of course they've got elite units. We don't have any ability to pop down sharpened stakes, which would be amazing for ripping them to absolute shreds. But we do have one advantage in that they don't really have that many siege equipment. And because I'm hoping that the towers here are fairly strong, we might actually be able to stop them in their tracks if we can just prevent the siege equipment from getting to the walls. Anyway, let's just jump in here and see what we can do.
Yes, my lord. Preparing the
Now, if they want to send their units up on the walls, that's not too bad, but we can't let them open the gate. Once they open the gate, then we're doomed. Okay, so first thing I want to do, just get them into the center, and we'll reorganize them. Now, let's see. Okay, all good there. Alright, so how are we going to do this? Let's have a look. So this army here has no siege equipment whatsoever. Okay, he's on restrict camera. This is just annoying. There's a lot of infantry in this army here, but they've got no siege equipment. So they might go and use the other army's equipment. So let's have a look what they're doing. So there were 2 battering rams and a ladder and a siege tower, but I'm only seeing 1 ram. That's because they've only got 3 infantry units in the army, right? So they literally can't bring in the extra ram. Okay. So do we have ballista towers here? Yes, you can tell it's a ballista tower because there's a ballista sticking out of it. All right. I think how best to go about this. Because, yeah, what we really want is for this army here to, like, start marching their way down this way, and for all of these towers here to just be shooting at them all at the same time. So, what we'll do is we'll put our weakest infantry units up on the walls here in certain locations. Can't spread them across 2 different sections of the wall. But yeah, just trying to activate as many of their towers as possible. That's it, so you leave that one blank, it's fine. Yep. Let's see. I'll actually put some archers here. Take them all off skirmish mode and flame shot. So you go there, spread out. You go there. Actually, I got another idea. We don't need either of those there. Instead, we'll put here. Let's see. I'll need this guy close by, but let me just see. Put this guy. Yep, there. That way, he'll activate those 2 towers. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, then this one. Okay, so that ladder is probably going to get up on the wall about here. I've got a bit of an idea. It might work. It also might blow up in our face. But I'm going to send a unit of these Turkopoles. Just one, because it's basically a suicide mission. If we get this one out and just charge at the ladders, we can get them to drop it. Which could be good. Because that might force some of these guys here to come over here and try to pick it back up. Okay. Okay, then as for them, I want a unit of archers here. And here. Actually, I want them in a tight formation at the very edge here. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. Because if they're going to put the ladders up over here, we want these guys to just be shooting straight at them from a good angle. And there. Don't want to spread them out across the wall. Put a unit of archers there. And over here, I guess. Right, don't put them on fire at will just yet, because we don't want to waste their ammunition, because we don't have much. This is not enough ammo to kill off the entire army. We have to rely very heavily on our towers. But anyway, let's see how we go. Definitely don't need skirmish mode in this battle. Okay. Okay, so bring them out. We charge straight into this one here before the Mongol cav get too close. Come on, come on, come on. We gotta move quick. Because yeah, this guy's totally gonna get wrecked. All we have to do is contact with them. And they should drop the equipment, but I could be wrong. Yeah, because they totally didn't there. I mean, we killed a decent number of them. Guess I could try again. Could also try. Okay, let's forget about that one. We'll go after the siege tower up this way. See if I can get at that one. I just want them to drop just a piece of equipment. I don't really care what. But that one there's not vulnerable because there's so much cavalry. I just won't get close. These ones here I might be able to get close if I come at it from that angle this way. That's it. Okay, well they're not going exactly where I thought they would, but that's okay, we can adjust. Oh god. It might be a good idea if we actually close the gate. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Nope. I mean, we killed a fair few of them, but they don't want to drop the siege tower. Oh god. Okay, there we go. The towers are active, but they won't shoot at them. Also, if you use your regular archers to shoot down at them, it's not very effective. Just end up wasting ammo. Try again. I really wanted them to get them to drop it, but it's not working. Because yeah, we don't have to kill off their entire army in order to win. All we have to do is beat all of their infantry without them having captured any of the gatehouses, and they'll just instantly lose if that happens. This unit here is done for. I might as well just stay here and keep shooting actually, because we've still got lots of ammunition left, and they're not going to fire back at us, at least at the moment. Okay, just checking this stuff over here. Their Mongol heavy archers are shooting at us. Alright, just charge back in again. Probably gonna get it wiped out. I guess they think that this is a battering ram? Maybe? It's not. That's a battering ram. Okay. It would be good if this gets destroyed, but I can't tell that to... Oh, hang on. Here we go.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Because yeah, if that ram makes it to the gate, that's GG for us. It's not, it's just been destroyed. Okay. That means there's still hope, because now, in order to capture the gatehouse, they have to... That's exactly what they're trying to do by the look of it. They want to do it as close to the gatehouse as possible, which means I might need to bring up some more reinforcements. But they're still stuffing around a hell of a lot. So we've lost one unit of horse archers so far. And, okay, so... No, okay. They're repositioning. Okay, that's fine. Speed things up a little bit. It is most likely that that siege tower is probably going to get destroyed. I'd be very surprised if it didn't. Yep, it's gone. Okay, so all I've got left are the ladders. Now, you can't actually destroy ladders.
We're under attack! By St. George, the enemy siege tower is utterly destroyed.
What are they doing? Because yeah, if it was possible for us to destroy the ladders, then that's it. The battle's over. They can't get up on the walls, and the game would just recognize victory for us. But yeah, you can't actually destroy ladders. The only thing we can do now is destroy all their infantry, which was always the way to win. But yeah, they're not using their ladders. I'm not sure why. I'm not too concerned about whatever damage they're doing. They're shooting at us from a really bad angle. I could fire it back at them with this one. Let's see. Also, typically speaking... Actually, that's shooting... They're shooting mostly quite well. Alright, let them keep doing that. What are they doing? Yeah, when they go into flame shot like this, that actually reduces their overall damage output because it reduces the accuracy. And of course, if you're less accurate, you're going to hit less often. So I just want to fire up on the walls against this. Thing is, the other army's not doing anything at the moment. That's why I wanted to get them to drop a piece of siege equipment. Maybe if I get them to actually shoot at those Mongol infantry instead of these ones, because they're, I don't know what they're doing, but if we can get rid of these here, get them to drop it, maybe someone from the other army will come over here. Thing is, we're not being particularly accurate there. It's going to take a while to kill them. Actually, finish these ones off first. I can always just move someone from another part of the army over here. Also, there's no one sitting over here at the moment, so... Where did I end up putting him? Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's bring out another unit of cavalry. No, not there. Over here. And see if we can get them to get shot by the towers. Get them to chase after us somehow. Well, they've got these ladders and they just don't seem to want to use them. Alright, get them out. Yeah, the problem here is that because such a huge portion of their forces are archers, they just want to sit back and shoot at us. This is definitely one of those kind of battles where it would be beneficial to put in a timer, but that wouldn't make it a very interesting battle. It would be good if we could actually manage to outright win. I get their attention as well, because all these towers here could rip them to shreds. But because they're horse archers, they refuse to budge. Okay, we actually had the advantage shooting at them from there because we're on slightly higher ground. So we can actually outrange them, because these units here have the same amount of range. And all I'm trying to do is get their attention. So that they come at us. Nope, they're just going to sit there. And then over here, also just gonna sit there. Where'd the other ladders go? They've dropped them, but nobody's coming to like come and pick them up. This is so weird. Oh, here we go, here we go. They are sending someone, sort of. Okay, that's good. Good. That unit's going to get shredded. Yep, it's taking damage. That's good to see. Alright, if that one sits there and shoot, that's fine, because that's actually a blind spot, so that's actually not good. What are they shooting at? Alright, let's move them over to here. Oh, fuck, they got like a general's bodyguard sitting there. Yeah, it seems like this tower here will only shoot from that direction. So they've actually chosen a pretty good spot to stand here. Let's get off the walls. Trying to make it so it's harder for them to actually hit us. Maybe going to loose formation as well would be helpful. Okay, now their forces just aren't budging. Okay, they got back on the ladders there. Right, I'm gonna have to switcheroo these guys here. Get them over here. Because yeah, we got to get rid of all their infantry. That's the top priority. Okay, 15 units left over here, and they're wavering. If we can get rid of them, that'd be great. In fact, if I use the use the flaming attack, make them break, but they're routing, but they're standing still there. Weird. Okay, that looks pretty good, dishing out a decent amount of damage. Those guys there will just eventually run out of ammo. Okay, I'm going to use the flaming ammo so that we can maybe rout them, but that being said, I'm not sure. Oh. I don't know what this one here is doing. Okay, they've dropped one of the ladders because they don't have enough men to hold them all now. The ladder can also act as a little bit of a shield, preventing us from hitting them as well. So I told you to stop shooting. What are you shooting at? Alright. Well, these ones here, they're not doing anything, so they must have like a pathfinding issue in this battle. It's unusual. I wasn't anticipating this. I honestly thought they'd actually put those troops up on the walls. They haven't done that yet. If I can just get rid of a few more of them, they won't have enough men to hold on to any of the ladders, and they'll have to bring someone else over here from the other army to go and pick these ladders up. Problem is, though, we're not really dishing out a lot of kills with this. We've got limited ammunition. There's still a lot of archers left to deal with. Alright, bring another... Wait, what's going on with the army? Because look, they're going weird. Alright. What the hell? It's like the army had epilepsy. Alright, bring them over here. Because, yeah, I gotta get them to drop that ladder. Look at this shit. Holy moly. I've never seen this. Never seen this happen before. So, back over here. Yeah, they haven't run out of ammo yet. They're not dishing out much damage, just... We can send the horse archers after them once they've run out of ammo. Alright, we actually can't hit that now. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a bit of a risky maneuver. This unit here is probably gonna get wiped out. I have to charge into that unit of infantry to get this army to fucking wake up. It's just unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I gotta go wide all the way around here so that I can charge in on those ladders. And then what should, I hope, happens is they'll send a unit from over there, over here to come pick the ladders up. Since this army has no one left available to do so. I'm pretty sure a lot of these still have a lot of ammo, which is why we want to go around them wide. Be very lucky to get out of this one without getting routed, but let's see how we go. Good. Okay, that gets them to drop it. get back inside before they kill us. Because, yeah, they're very dangerous. Our Turcopoles will not stand a chance. They're like straight out there. Okay, so they've got a ladder standing on the ground. Standing on the ground. Looks like this has been dealt with now. I'm going to bring these two over here. Very bloody weird. Because like I said, all we have to do is get rid of all our infantry, and then their cavalry doesn't matter. That being said, it would be good if we kill their cavalry, but if they don't want to go up against the towers, you know, that makes sense. Right, don't fire at will. So these ones here appear to have run out of ammo, so now it's okay to come over here and just skirmish with them. Funny thing here is that I didn't deliberately try to get them to glitch out like this. I didn't want this to happen. I wanted them to get a ladder up on the walls, and I wanted to fight.
The enemy have the walls.
What?
But to our defense,
Where?
all will be lost.
Where? Hang on, where? How? How did they get in without a ram? Oh, because I left the gate open. That's okay. We can work with this, because now we can close it with them inside. Alright, so it was my mistake there. Hey, Legend, you suck! No, this could actually work in our favor. Because if the gates open, they're marching towards us. That was actually the greatest mistake of all time. Because look, we just recaptured the gate straight away. And look, they're coming forward now. Hang on, they keep recapturing it. Alright, get these ones back inside, because the rest of their fucking army's coming over this way. Good, good to go. Alright, get the spears from over here. These ones need to go and fight the Mongol heavy lancers. And these guys here, we need to have them standing here. In vanilla, there's no boiling oil. We just need these gates to shut, and then they won't open back up again for them. We better bloody hurry, or else we're in big fucking trouble. Yeah, the thing is, as they're coming in fucking one at a time, they're keeping the gate open. Shut the fucking gate, please. Thank you very much. You gotta love it when they actually... No, what the fuck? It's mine. It's not allowed to do that. It's because they spread this unit out so wide. Oh, fuck, if they start bringing all of this in, we're screwed. Close that fucking gate. Okay, all good. Gate shut. And these ones here just eat up all of these guys. Alright, now what happened with those... Oh, look at this. The towers are gonna have a fucking field day wrecking all that shit. Yeah, you've got to go in here and just get rid of every last one of their cavalrymen that are outside the walls here. Sorry, inside our walls. But yeah, letting them in this way, that was... I think that worked out pretty well for us. It was an accident, but a good accident. Oh shit, get out the hell out of it. You're gonna have to come all the way out this way and find some other way inside. Now's not a good time to open the gate when there's these guys here. Yeah, don't fire at will just yet. So them hugging the walls like this, it looks like it is actually providing them a decent amount of protection as they're coming through, because it looks like our towers aren't shooting the ones that are closest to the walls, but the ones out here, they are. Okay. Balance of power's improved a bit. At least these ones here are glitched out. Just makes them easier to fight, but makes them hard to target. Because yeah, they don't really fight back. So this here isn't shooting at them. Okay, keep these guys back. It might be best to go around the other way. They are wasting a lot of their ammo though. That is definitely great for us. But the fact that we're not killing them is also a problem for us. Maybe they'll have one of their infantry units pick up this ladder and attempt the attack. We will see. Oh shit, they opened the gate again. Oh no. No, 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 no. It's because of this guy here. Get back inside. It's good that we opened the gate in the sense that they've repositioned their forces so that maybe we can shoot them. No, 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 no. Fucking hell. Get back inside. I guess we killed off all the cavalry of that unit that was there. No, 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 no. Stop, stop, stop. Did we close the gate? Oh god, that was close. Holy shit. Oh, what are you doing? Just get these guys back in over here. Back there. What's going on here? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, sucks there's no fucking towers here. Yeah, they're close enough to the wall that they won't shoot. Funny thing here is that it might have actually been better for us if we didn't have ballista towers, because the minimum range for just the standard shots is basically right in front of them, whereas ballista towers do have a minimum range, which they're making use of. That's why there's not that many casualties inflicted along here. That's good there. That's inflicting decent damage. So there's a lot of people wondering why this one here isn't shooting. Won't get amazing shots with them. As long as even one of them survives, all of the ammunition is retained. So we've killed 40% of them. I didn't think we'd killed that many, but that's something. Alright, that straggler there. I'm going to send the horse archers to go and deal with it, because yeah, it's only a handful of them. Should just be able to charge in there and beat them quite easily, actually. Make it as hard for them to shoot us as possible. Okay, this is good. This is really good there. I like that. Oh, they sent some units around over this way. I should have tried to at the gates. Oh, probably wouldn't have killed any of them anyway if they were hugging the walls. We cannot allow that gate to open now. They'll fucking destroy us so quick. Alright, good. Good. That's one of their infantry units dealt with. That is very good. So, they've all taken at least a little bit of damage. That's something. Right, I'm going to need to bring this one up over here. Yeah, right here. Looks like this one here is going to be the one to pick up the ladders. We'll see. But yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is really good. You're getting lots of kills in there. Alright, yep, they are starting to pick up the ladders with this unit here. Now it's just a matter of, are they actually going to go and put it up on the walls? He's suffering a fair bit. Try to hug the crenellations a little bit more to make them harder to hit. I'm going to have them shoot, because if they all end up dead or if they break or whatever, then it's just going to waste the ammunition anyway. So I might as well kill them while I can. Once again, the infantry's goofing around. Just seeing where their weak points are. And I think I see one. So they left a unit of infantry standing out front of us here. We should be able to take them out quite easily. Now these two guys here, make it 3. We don't really need these towers active anymore. Send them to the yeah, send them to the center over here. You don't need to be in loose formation anymore. Oh, can't take them out of that while they're on the walls, but that's okay. What is going on with this archer unit here? Look at this. Oh my god. This is one of the glitchiest friggin' battles I've ever seen in Medieval 2. Alright, well that bounce of power, you know, it went for as certainty to a distinct possibility, so that's an improvement. But yeah, let's try to kill this one. Best we just charge into it, don't waste any ammunition. Unfortunately, they didn't properly charge. Luckily, these ones here are not particularly armored. It doesn't take that much to kill them compared to some of the other units that the Mongols have. That's it. Make sure we get rid of every last one of them. Okay, I think we traded reasonably well there. Okay, so what's going on over here? So that one is still just sitting around doing nothing. Alright, how about you get them to shoot those Mongol infantry? Because... hang on, is that one even up on the ladder? Yeah, that one's got one of the ladders, but not the other ones. So yeah, if we want to win, we got to get rid of all their infantry. Well, I mean, if we can get rid of all their cavalry as well, then that's a bonus. I just don't expect to be able to do that. I mean, these towers here, they're still shooting. Thing is, if I open the gate momentarily, but it'd have to be just for a moment, they'll try to get in. So if we're going to do that, we need to make sure our spears are they're ready to go, which they are currently not. This does seem to be the best place to be shooting from, where they actually shoot at a decent angle. Yeah, some of them shoot at a high angle. Those ones aren't going to hit. Alright. Let's get them to start walking back this way. Not walking. Got these cavalry here. Oh, what the fuck? They're actually fighting. They might be trying to glitch through the gate. I've actually done that before. It's very difficult to do. But you can do it. Alright, I'm going to send all of these guys. Yep, you as well. Over to the gates, over here. We're going to go out there and get rid of the cavalry that's hanging around. Open the gates and leave it open and see if they'll bring their cavalry back around this way. So what's going on with you?
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Okay, that leaves these towers here not active, but there's no one there at the moment anyway, so no big deal. This one's still shooting. Give him a bit better of an angle. And they've done alright. I mean, a archer militia is worth like a tiny fraction of what that Mongol infantry unit is worth. So the fact they've done as much damage as they have, plus they had used some of their shots on the cavalry. Still getting hits out here. Just making sure that we're still inflicting casualties. Doesn't seem like it's happening very often. No. And that's shit. Right, these guys here, there are a bunch of cavalry standing there. And it's bodyguard cavalry. Okay, just stop. Stop. The gate's open. Let's see what they do. Nothing. Okay. Go back inside then. Right, send this billman out over this way. Their cavalry scattered all over the place. I'll just send them to where they're goofing around. I think that actually might be the general though. And just send them to go and kill them. And if this unit here gets wiped out, no big deal. Okay, they've activated him. The gate's open, and what are they doing? I don't mind if they actually capture the gate just momentarily. Which they didn't, but that's fine.
The enemy king is slain.
Shit, the Mongol Khan is
enemy,
dead.
but no less dead
Khan
for that.
Yagu.
We must press our advantage.
Good. Good, they're reshuffling so that more units are going to get shot by these towers. That's great. Alright. These ones here continue to walk over here. Just walk. Because there's this unit over this way. I reckon we could charge... Oh, these ones are higher quality Mongol infantry. But they might be exhausted. It also depends if they're in the army of Khan Jagu. Because if they are, they'll be easy to rout. Just don't know. Hang on. We got incoming here. We don't want that. Get away. So what are these? Mongol light lancers. Okay, we should be able to outrun them. And that's definitely good. They just came out the front here to get shredded by the ballista towers. Cool. If we want to lure just a unit over here at a time, that should work for us.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, look at this. It now says balance of forces roughly evenly matched. That's good because it killed 69% of them. Good. Thin them out. And yep, a lot of them are getting shot. Do they have any infantry hanging around here? Or is it all just cavalry in this position? I'm going to zoom in on the map here, just see if there's any stragglers that we may have missed. Seems like it. Like infantry units that were elsewhere. See, if I send my troops over here to go and finish the job, they'll actually get shot by the towers as well, so we've got to be careful there. Best thing I think we could do is try to get them to maybe try to come after our cavalry, and if they break, even better. They're definitely having some sort of pathfinding issue because they're breaking and then they're not actually leaving the battlefield. Gate's still open over here. But maybe they don't want to do it because they didn't technically capture it, whereas that one they captured it just briefly. Anyway, looks like we're free to come over here and try to kill these guys. I'm going to put them on fire at will because I think it's important that we shoot them a little bit before we charge into them. As long as they don't fire back at us, it's fine. Good. Just shooting straight into their backs. Since they're still eager, they're probably part of the army whose general we haven't yet killed. Okay, that should be enough. Tell them to stop shooting. And they should be able to finish this off now.
Enemy force remains.
Yeah, they can't target them properly in melee. So weird. Look at this, they're trying to go into melee with them, and fuck, they've got their backs against the wall, they're ripping us to shreds, so that's not good. Alright, we'll get back over here and just continue shooting them then, if melee's not going to work. I was just hoping to conserve some ammunition. Okay, stop again. Right, only a handful of them there now. Yeah, they definitely don't want to break. Resume shooting. Jeez. Okay. See if we can finish them off now in melee. Yeah, because the unit is spread out all over the place here. Can't properly deal with it. Thing is, it has to be dealt with before the end of the battle. One way or another. Is other things going on? We still shooting over here? No. Although, if you could sit in the center here, this one here is not active at the moment, so that'd be good. Alright, we got to open this gate. So, take the... Let's see. Let's take you, bring you over here. Gonna open the gate briefly. If they move towards coming in, then we just quickly close it again. We just want them to come closer to the gate so they can get shot. Wait for them to get over here. Alright, so that unit there still hasn't been wiped out. I'll send the Bill Militia to go finish the job because these ones here appear to have stopped shooting. Gates open. Come on in. Okay, we mopped them up. Wonder if they'll send someone else over. I mean, this gate over here has been open for ages. Can we get that to close, actually? Yep. Alright, it's a little bit of a risk, but I'm going to put this guy out here. Because at least the balance of power is evenly matched now. Oh god, no. They've still got loads of ammo. I thought maybe that they had used up their ammo, but nope. Okay, that guy's out of ammo. Get him out of there. Let's bring this one up here now, into this position. And I think it's going to be difficult to get rid of all of their infantry, and we've got a good opportunity here to get rid of all the cavalry in this battle. So let's get them up on the wall here, and shoot down at these ones. Okay, maybe the angle of fire there actually won't work for them. A lot of those shots are shooting badly there, so that's not ideal. I guess I could just get them to resume shooting at the infantry here. I mean, there's not that many of them left, unless there's others that are just weirdly placed. Yeah, keep working on getting rid of these, because if these end up dead, they might try to get them to occupy to operate these ladders. Maybe. I think I'm going to need the cavalry to charge in on them. There's not enough of their cavalry in this area here to be able to repel us, so we should be able to do a bit of a hit and run without too much damage done to us at all. Okay, stop firing. So again, doing some hit and runs. Wasn't much of a charge, but we don't have heavy cavalry. Oh, there's these guys. Cool, they're wiped out, and I don't know. Might as well take out these other lighter foot archers. Get rid of these ones here, I guess. Oh, we activated them. Get the fuck out of the way there. Oh, okay, they're gone. That must be part of Khan Yagu's army. Still, like, one dude there. I don't know why they're trying to get over to here. Look, their banner's been moved over to here now, because there's like one dude, no, there's a few of them there. But we know that if I tell them to go and attack, they just sort of can't. Alright, you come over here. Let's use up the last of our ammo shooting at these heavy lancers. Okay, good. Them coming over here means that they're in range of the towers. That's what we want to see. And since they're heavy lancers, we should be able to outrun them easily, even though we're a bit tired. Well, that was weird. Right, let's get back in through this way over here. That was very weird. Right, bounce power's even. That doesn't mean we've won. But, you know, things are looking pretty good. Right, you come over here. Good. Okay, bring them back inside. Okay, we'll need to send some cavalry to go... Sorry, some spearmen to go and take out those cavalry that, like, ran out over this way. Shit, it's gonna be weird. Alright, send these 3. Also, I'm going to send the billmen to go and try and take out those infantrymen that are over here. If I can get rid of those last bits of infantry, the battle will just be over. So these cavalry, they just... What the fuck? Alright, just slowly make your way over to them and kill them if you wouldn't mind. That would be great. Oh... Well, looks like they're about to break, so that must be part of Khan Jagu's armies. That's good, I guess. Yep, yeah, it's good because we got them. Got all of them. Nice. Bounce power's looking pretty good. You got to be careful about going in that direction. All these cavalry will detect you, so just go over this way first, and then we'll see what to do with you. Yeah, just run. You should be fine. There's not that many cavalry, because we've got local superiority. It's very unlikely that they'll actually break us. You know, if they had a character here that was filled with dread, that'd be another story, but that's not what the case is. Right, you stopped shooting. How dare you? You need to keep killing these Mongols. It could be that the unit that I was targeting got wiped out. Okay, I'm just going to put them on fire at will. Just shoot it whatever you want. Alright, well, good, I guess. Alright, no one's firing anymore. No, don't do this. This is a mistake. Actually, just open the gate. Open the gate. No adjustments are being made. If I put you on fire at will, nope, you don't have the range for it. Right, what if I bring you over here? Okay, so this is a start. Okay, and then you need to attack this unit here. So I think along here there's only cavalry, and it's just infantry here and there. What are they doing? They're having some pathfinding issues just because of how spread out their unit is. So I'll have to tell them to individually go and kill the specific units that are like this. Good, actually that works. That works a lot better than what happened with the cavalry. Because yeah, they just couldn't attack it. Come on. This one here is the one I want you to kill. Come on, you can do it. Got him. Good. Alright. Then we know there's a whole bunch from over there. Let's see if we can get to them. So what happened here? Did that unit leave the battlefield? Okay, our guys are exhausted there now, so just run them over here and give them a chance to rest. Okay, I really didn't think that this battle would go this way. It's so weird. It's actually kind of like challenging because, like, if I just sallied out right at the beginning after they decided basically not to assault, you're definitely not going to win. So we've had to pick them apart, but very carefully. Because yeah, my thoughts were is that if we could just get one of their ladders on the walls, and they would just send their units up one at a time, and then I would just use my archers to basically have a kill zone. Once all their infantry were gone, we'd just get the win. But since they refused to send anyone up on the wall, the battle continues. Okay, all's left is this one here in terms of ammo. Let's bring it in. Okay, if I target that... No, God, that's going to be tricky to get to.
Crush them! March! Crush them!
Okay, I just hope that we'll actually kill them there. Because they're constantly making the attack, but they're not doing any damage by the look of it. Okay, then just tell them to stop again. Then attack. Because that worked with the other one. Yeah, that's working. They're going down. Okay, still two more, I think. 11 in the unit, but 2 in this location. Can't get the camera in. Oh, hang on, here we go. So, it's a bit of a problem. That's not where I told you to go. Like, this way. Okay, then stop. Yeah, it's tricky because they just won't die. Come on, get into position. Try this way then. Because I've got to try to get around their back. That might work. But yeah, we just can't bloody attack it. Oh, God. Alright, well, I'll leave that unit there, and we'll send this one to go kill some other ones along there. Because there's only 11 of them. They're scattered all over the bloody place. It's 48 of them. That one might struggle to get... Yeah, hang on. That's not going to be able to handle it. If they get in close, they're going to rout. And these cavalry... Alright, I got an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I do have an idea. I'm going to bring out my infantry here. After this has used up their ammo, I'm going to send them to go and kill the cav. Because might as well try to thin them out as much as we can first. Because yeah, if they're just going to stand there, well then we might as well try to fight them in melee. Have we done anything over here? No, they're just going to keep fighting forever and get nowhere. Oh wait, no, they actually killed one. Did actually work. Alright, well... Fuck. I don't know, maybe that'll work. Alright. It was really important that we bring the commander here, the captain, because that'll help us with morale. I'll just have to make sure he doesn't get into combat, because they're very squishy when they're part of this unit. Probably shouldn't be running them, but I'm getting a bit impatient with this battle. Okay, hang on. We got their attention. Get them over to here, so at least the towers can help out. Get back. Keep that guy there safe. So So Mongol heavy lancers, but they're getting shot by the artillery. This one must have been part of Khan Yagu's army, because, yep, that one broke. Balance of power is now in our favor. Just ever so slightly. These guys here are fighting to the goddamn death. Weird. You know, you can leave. Guess not. Still haven't got this guy yet. I don't know, that might take another half hour, who knows. Alright. Go over here again. See if they'll bring more units of cav to deal with us. No, it's just breaking. Okay, that's fine. Fine, I'm just ready for this battle to be over. That must be Khan Yagu's army fully defeated now. Okay, they're rearranging. That's good, because that means there's a greater possibility. Yes, good. They're activating the shots again. Awesome. Alright, let's once again open the gate and see if they'll take the bait. Nope. Nope. Okay, close the gate. If you get him surrounded, you might actually be able to beat him. That's weird. Well, you know, they're slowly but surely grinding them down. Better than nothing. Okay, keep moving forward here. Still not super confident about just charging in here and coming out on top. Just because of our low morale and their high morale. Because this is the army that still has their general. So the general, yeah, there he is. Still here. Alright, I'm going to bring the cav out over here. And we'll harass them and see if we can bring them over this way and get shot by the towers. That being said, we should be getting close to kill... Oh, that's right, there's another infantry unit over here. Kill that one if you can. God. So weird. But it is working, slowly but surely. We're killing them like one at a time. It is getting them. Good, that one broke. And then they sent some horse archers against us. Fair enough. Yeah, we've got one dude over here. Is that... There's multiple dudes that are just standing in the exact same location. Right, just try to get in there. Got him. Maybe that's why this guy sent in the save file. He's like... I could win the battle if they actually fought me. Need you to cheese the cheeses. Need the power of cheeses, Christ. Oh my god. Legend, that's blasphemy. Alright, I don't think they're gonna rally. There's gotta be like next to no infantry left, surely. Because if they have no means to get inside, and there's no... Okay, here we go, there's another one. 40. Alright, we'll need both of these units to take them out. So get them over that way. Or I could just send them in. No, that's proven to not be very effective. Alright, so once again, let's try to get their attention and see if we can get them close to the towers out over here. You get up on this tower here. So that we can activate these ones. Any movement's better than none. this one back on fire at will. We'll see if that does anything. Oh, time to go. Good, at least we've got the towers active. Oh, god damn it, would you pathfind a bit better than that? God. Oh man, what's wrong with them? Alright, for the most part we got out of there. Okay, well, that's drawn some forces away from over here, so that'll make it easier to launch the attack there, that's for sure. But we may not even need to, because I think if we get rid of this unit here, that's the last one. That's what I think. Did we end up defeating their... Yeah, we got rid of all of them. They're sending a unit over here. That's just going to be turned into mincemeat, so that's fine. Still, okay, or not. Oh god, I know. It's going to take them a while to get over there. Okay, that's good. I don't think that one's going to rally. That's good for us. Okay, keep moving forward a little bit more over here. I have to wait a very long time for these ones to be fresh again. That's why I'm not bothering with walking them. I might as well just run. Now here's the thing, if you want to wipe out the Mongol invasion without them capturing territory, you got to kill their generals. So we don't want this one here to leave the battlefield without having killed them. But it would also be good to not lose freaking half of our army, because that guy will kill shitloads of them. But legend, you've got spearmen. It does not matter. Because yeah, I'm fairly sure if this one here breaks or gets killed, that's it. The battle's over. Okay, our other unit of spears, they're up here. I'm going to bring them back out again, see if I can get them to come a bit closer to the towers here. Because yeah, it would be really good if this guy here was killed. You know, especially if it was done relatively cheaply. Because yeah, I do expect... Alright, here we go. I'm just going to go for it. I do expect that they'll use their other armies to attack in this area again. But they'll probably just besiege. So, I don't know. I definitely don't think you're going to hold on to it long term. But still, wiping out these two armies here is a big deal. That'll seriously soften the Mongol invasion for the rest of this campaign for you. Unless you sit around and let them build up. Okay, gotta get this guy in closer. Yeah, see, look, they routed straight away. This is why I said we had a morale disadvantage. And why I didn't want to do this. Thing is, if our units rout, they don't get killed. We get them back straight away. As long as we win. That's the big factor here.
Something changes in the course of battle.
I think what's the problem here is that their general has extremely high dread. Yeah, that's probably what's happening. Okay. Hang on, no. Let's just see. We might actually overcome him. Keep sending them back in. As long as this one here doesn't get killed, that general. Who knows? Maybe it'll be okay. It's good to see the towers are shooting at them. But yeah, our guy's pretty hopeless. It's not going to make any difference at this point. It's a defensive stance, not an offensive one. Thing is, in terms of balance of power, we're actually not trading all that badly. It's just that we're losing a lot of men. Most of them are just getting captured. Most of them, not all. So they'll be recovered. And the fact that we drew this unit in over here to the walls, that's definitely good. That skill trim's actually working out pretty damn well for us. So these guys don't get skill trim. Don't send them in just yet. Okay, good. They all rallied. Back in you go. Oh god, yeah, these Mongol bodyguards. Alright, I'm going to need to get these guys back over here, because if I can charge into them, maybe they might help out a little bit.
Lord have mercy, we've lost half of our men.
Our general's probably going to get killed or captured here. But it's okay. Doesn't mean we've lost. Captain. Okay, get him out of there. Get him out. When they backed off, there was an opportunity for us to save face. Get him out of there, quick. Oh, God. There's only a handful of them there. Maybe he'll survive. Yeah, go kill that bodyguard. Like I said, I don't want him escaping. That's why we're not finishing the battle straight away here. Because yeah, until they start settling territory, they can't actually. I don't think they can get that many more generals' bodyguards. But once they do settle, they'll just keep getting men of the hour. Come on. Just too strong. There's only 15 of them left. Okay, pull that one back. Well, at least they're getting shot by the towers. Fucking hell. So we've now lost 60% of our force. But yeah, you go this way. It's not safe to go that way. If they get in this way and run to the town square and actually beat us, that'd be freaking hilarious. We got him. We got him. Okay, good. That's all I needed to do. Now we've finished the battle off.
The fortune of battle goes our way.
It's going the wrong way. Come on, this way. See, they didn't recover their fatigue. They were sitting there for ages. Come on, guys. They're right in front of you.
Crush them! Onward! Billman! Onward! Run!
Come on.
Crush them!
There we go.
Our men are winning the battle. If we
These guys here leave the battlefield
smash the enemy.
or get wiped out, and then that's it. It's over. I think it is the case because they've lost 97% of their force now. There we go. Battle 1. Won't it be funny if the game crashes? I mean, not funny for me, but it'll be funny for you guys, I guess. Alright, we don't need to run down any of them. All forces are wiped out because 85% of both armies was wiped out, including their generals.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Yeah. Completely crushed them. So they captured 172 of our men. We get them back. So if we have a look over here, we get a few casualties healed, quite a bit. But our overall losses would be about 900. So about half of our army wiped out. Let's see.
Yes, we can sort this out. Yes, you are mighty and wise. Why? There is no need to kill me.
Yeah, there is. And then, of course, I knew they would just besiege again. Now, if this one's got some artillery in it, they can launch the attack right away, in which case I'm not doing it. I'm exhausted.
The enemy lays
But at least
siege
it
to our people, sire.
buys you an extra turn. I don't think they've got any territory because it still says, yeah, the Mongols as a horde over there. There is no way in hell you're going to be able to... Hang on, let me have a look at this. If we sally out, I'm just having a look.
As you wish, sire.
Another Khan. Yeah, that's not going to go as easily because they've got more infantry. But that being said, if these never get to the gate, maybe you can handle it. But yeah, don't sally out here. If you had cannon towers, it'd be another story. Oh, wait, you don't know any reinforcement area here. All you own is like friggin' England and a bit of France. That's it. Ugh. Man, talk about passive. Fucking hell. What the fuck is in the wood? What the hell? Turn 98, and this is still a fucking this city type. What's it called? Large town. Are you kidding me, man? Holy shit. Talk about doing nothing for the entire campaign. But, you know, as long as you're having fun, that's the most important thing. Man, I tell you what, so many people do this. They sit in their home territory and sit around for 100 turns, fucking with their fingers up their ass, doing nothing. They send a crusade to Jerusalem thinking that's going to be amazing. They capture Jerusalem, and then, of course, they deal with the Mongol invasion and basically shit their pants. And that's basically what's happened here. I mean, pretty typical. This is what happens. As long as you're having fun, that's the most important thing. Thing is to keep in mind, though, is that you don't have a shitload of turns to sit around doing nothing. Because if you want to get victory, you do have to move on. Because if you don't get victory, it won't let you continue playing, basically. 128 turns, you could definitely still manage it. It's only 45 regions you need to capture, and you know, are 1/4 of the way there. You just need to get a fucking move on. You got loads of money. I think part of the problem here is that you've got it on auto manage with all of these settlements. You need to turn that shit off and actually start constructing things like look at this shit. You need to be building this stuff. This stuff is bloody ridiculous. Sitting around here doing nothing. Yeah, you've got it on auto manage with no construction. So you've just been hitting like, look at this. He hasn't constructed anything the entire campaign. My god, this must have been his first ever fucking Medieval 2 campaign. It's fine. Oh my god, whatever. I can't look at this anymore. I gotta take a break. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you. Please send in more Medieval 2 save files because I do really enjoy covering Medieval 2, and we don't get that many sent in. And yeah, appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.